So we usually start off with the small barns, and we will again this week. We only have 2 smaller trainers right now. No, we don't. That's false. Billy Rhodes also has horses for us now. Billy Rhodes. So we'll start with Billy Rhodes. Billy Rhodes has Stonebridge Simba, at least he does for tonight. As I told everybody last week, I highly doubt they were going to claim him with his allowance coming in. With the lines that he had coming in were so lackluster that he was safe, and he was. Is he tonight? Fastest, he was second in the fastest division of the 25 claiming series last week, but to offset that, he does have allowance only for 4 more weeks. Does somebody look at that and say, that's just relative, that's just the cost of doing business with this horse right now? They could. Very possible that they could. I don't really know what's going to take place with Simba. I think he's one of the best horses in the 25,000 claiming series. With a win, if he happens to win tonight, that would push him closer to 40 grand for the claim and the purse money, US dollars. Pretty hard to turn down 50,000 Canadian for Stonebridge Simba. So I think he's in the right place. I think we're in the driver's seat, as I said last week. If they claim him, they claim him. If they don't, it's even more next week. He's still one of the best heading into the final. So Billy Rhodes has done a great job with Stonebridge Simba. We have transferred the claiming money to Mr. Rhodes. We are going to be claiming a horse Monday night at Northfield Park. Well, we're going to be attempting to claim a horse Monday night at Northfield Park. We will see if we get him. Jim King had Jazzy Judy. Technically, he still does have Jazzy Judy. He's done a fantastic job. The collaboration between Tim Twaddle and Jim King on Jazzy Judy was nothing short of great. It worked out very well. The only kink in the armor was the piss poor drive I gave her on week 2. We had a win in the elimination, a hard-fought third in the second elimination, and then a drawing off winner in the final. It couldn't have been scripted any better. Tim did a great job prepping her for that, and Jim King Jr. did an exquisite job keeping her sound, keeping her happy, and having her race ready for the final. And I might have played a minor role also. But nevertheless, it worked out great for everybody, including the Jazzy Judy group, including the newly formed Winter group. So happy for everybody. Jazzy Judy's all done for 2020 now. You won't see her surface anywhere with a harness on until the end of February at the earliest of 2021. West 52nd was racing great. I drove him the other day. I think we got all we were going to get. They went in 52-2. I think it was probably one of the fastest miles of his life, 53-4, 53-3. I thought the horse raced well. He's back in where he belongs, where he needs to be this week. Cavill Hanover. Meadowland's probably not his forte, which is fine. But we can't bellyache. The horse has been racing great. There wasn't anywhere else to race him, and Mark decided to try him at the Meadowlands. It didn't work out that well, but that's fine. As I said, the horse has been racing extra good for Mark Harder from the start. You know, we're forging some great relationships here when it comes to Mark Harder, Jim King Jr. You know, Tim's had done such a great job in Pennsylvania. Billy Rhodes is the king of the claimers at Northfield Park and does very well there. We have our horses in the right places, which makes sense. Our horses here in Canada are starting to race good. Just everything, the transition from the stake season into the overnight baby season, the sale season, and then in the overnight season over the winter, it's been good. It's been good, so we want to keep things going. Cavill Hanover's played a pivotal role in that, and so has West 52nd, and then Stonebridge Simba now. So we're having a pretty good run, and we want to keep it going. So the small barns, Mark Harder's done a great job. A little bit of a slow week this week with Cavill Hanover, but I suspect he'll bounce back. Jim King Jr. with Jazzy Judy and West 52nd, and Stonebridge Simba with Billy Rhodes, and the hopefully new claimer that we get on Monday night. So that's the small barns. When you're back in a minute, we got lots of other barns to talk about. I'll be back in just a minute.